Hello guys, and welcome back to another vlog. Today we are doing a sit down chit chat, my very first sit down chit chat video. So I'm going to jump in the shower and get ready for the night with you guys. I'm going to do my nighttime first facial routine, and then we're going to wash and blow dry my hair and just talk about life. Today's subject though, I want to talk about how I'm healing and still showing up. Now, I can talk about this topic forever because I'm literally living through it right now. But I did write down 5 points that I just want to discuss. We are getting ready for a very cozy evening. So come along. I actually bought new pajamas for this. So come on, let's go.
It's like, I have something better for you over here, but you're so comfortable right here. I know you're not gonna move right here, so I'm gonna shipwreck this whole thing around your life to push you to the better thing that I have. Now, it doesn't look better to you because all you're thinking about is Egypt. And the wilderness on the other side don't look that pretty, but you don't even know the promised land I got waiting for you on the other side. And since you don't have the courage to move, I'm gonna just let this whole thing fall apart right here to push you to what I have over here. Sometimes God would stir up enemies just to show you how he can vindicate you. How can he prepare a table for you if there's nobody on the other side to watch you eat? How is he gonna prepare tables for you? I'll prepare a table for you in the presence of... How's he gonna prepare a table with nobody on the other side to watch you eat? He don't want you to eat in silence. He wants you to eat in the presence of your enemies. So he gotta bring them sometimes to the table. They get in proximity of your life. Not to hurt you, but so that God can get glory out of the circumstance. God, how could you allow this to happen? I'm using this setback as a stepping stone to push you to something better. Man, I just wish I could grab some of you and shake you by your shoulders. There's some of the things, man, that bring tears right now in one season. God is trying to use to push into a blessing in a new season. Some of you got family that turn their back on you. Friends that turn their back on you. Opportunities that closed on you. Man, and we can cry for just a little while. But for some of you, I'm just telling you, yo, it's not the devil that did that. It's God that allowed that because he's trying to push you to something better that you can't even see.
So my nighttime facial routine is all set, and now we are about to do this hair. And I am loving this little set. Let me see if I can show you guys how cute it is. I just got oil on it, rubbing oil on me, but it's okay. I really want to spray on some light perfume just to be cutesy going to bed, but my head hurt and I get migraines. I get migraines really easy, so we're not gonna do that yet. All right, so this is what my hair is looking like. Ooh, child. The eczema, this is not eczema, the psoriasis right here around my scalp. It's really annoying. It's really annoying. So I'm gonna comb my hair out real good because I haven't combed through it in quite some time. So I'm gonna comb through it with a detangler and I'll be right back. so the hair is combed out. This side looks shorter than this side, only because this side is drying faster. But yeah, it's time to, let's blow dry it. The worst part of straightening my hair is combing it all the way through, because I am lazy. I can admit that sometimes when I wash my hair, I don't comb it all the way through. I just kind of brush it back in a ponytail and let it curl up and do whatever it's gonna do. That's not good, so I need to start combing it through more. At least before I wash it. A lot of times I don't want to comb the curls out. So that's why. Okay. I'm using my, this is called Timo or something. Yeah, Timo. I love the heat on this, but the way the buttons are set up, I press it by mistake and turn the heat off. Like, it's just, it'd be too much going on. And then this, I haven't found a hair dryer that this works well on yet. So I'm not even gonna say this falls off every 2 seconds, but it falls off every 2 seconds. So I got my fan over here and I got my water. Alexa, play music. Okay, so I am done blow drying. Okay, I had to turn that fan down a little bit. It's kind of loud. So I'm done blow drying and this is what it looks like. I'm going to now press it. I like to leave a little texture for like body and movement. When it's, I feel like when it's like a silk press, it's just so flat and it has no shape and no volume. So let's chit chat. I got my wine. We're gonna do red wine, and like I said, y'all, today's topic is how I'm healing and still showing up. So I got some key points that I kind of like thought about sharing with you guys. And the first point was what healing looks like. So what it actually looks like right now for me, and it changes often. Sometimes what it looks like isn't how you expected it to look like, because what I expected, because I had been so depressed, so ready for this relationship to be over with, praying about it for so long, and when it finally happened, I don't know, I thought it would be easier, and it isn't. So what healing looks like, my advice is that it's not going to be always how you expected it to be. And it changes from week to week, moment to moment. Right now, in this moment, I think I am excited about my future and what God has more in store for me, what else God has in store for me, but also very scared of the unknown. And so I'm a planner. If y'all can't tell by the stuff that I got in there, I am a planner to the T. And then I take that plan and I break that plan down and even further. So the fact that I can't plan right now is what keeps me up at night. It's not the loss of the relationship, and sometimes it is the loss of the relationship, but right now in this moment, it's not the loss of the relationship that keeps me up. It is not knowing what's next. Like I said, I don't have any friends that has ever been through a divorce. My mom and dad never got a divorce, so I don't know what to expect. Instagram and TikTok has been my legal advices, and I do have a lawyer, and she has told me my options, but like I still don't know what to expect. This could happen or this could happen. This, you know, that's kind of what the lawyer has told me so far, and that's what is kind of blocking my healing right now. I can't like fully heal until I'm, and then I talked about this also to my therapist. I said, help me to start to begin to heal. And she said to me, you can't heal while you're still in the situation. We still live together. We're still going through the divorce. It's not until I remove myself that I can fully heal. And so that to me is the most trying thing for me. And then sometimes my healing has looked like just allowing myself to cry and feel. I mean, there were nights where I couldn't get off the floor. I'm glad that part is over. It was messy. It was, it's just not always pretty. And I wanted to, you know, I thought it would be me finally getting me back or whatever, and it hasn't been that. It just hasn't been that. You don't always have it all figured out, and that's okay. And that was one of my points from my therapist as well, is that it's okay to not always be in control. Just let God lead you. And as much as I want to run from this situation, like literally some days I would just want to go and get a 1-bedroom apartment for me and my 3 kids, and I would be okay with that. I had thought about it, but when God says stay, you have to be obedient. And all I keep hearing every time I pray about it is God saying stay. I don't know why. And so I can name a number of reasons why I think it's meant for me to stay here, but I won't get into that because I'm still legally not able to talk about certain things. So we'll revisit that at a later time. I think I'm gonna put these up as well, because this is also Time Move, that same brand as the dryer, and it works really well. So what healing looks like, it's not predictable, it's up and down, it's messy, and then at the same time it is beautiful, because it has been moments where, oh my God, I forgot that I like doing that. And I'm starting to do those things again. And that's the beautiful part of the healing journey, is rediscovering yourself. I don't think I would, in this moment in my life, I don't think I would be rediscovering myself, because I would still be in wife mode, mommy mode, do, go, and forget about me. But in this moment, this divorce has forced me to rediscover myself, reading again, hanging out with friends again, going to get my nails done again. Y'all, I keep looking at my nails, they're so cute. What else? Spending time alone again, all of those things. And it's been a fun journey. Hang on 1 second, y'all. Okay, so the second point is I'm just using this anti-humidity spray from Kendra without the R, without the D. I'm just gonna use a little bit of this spray because Lord knows we need it in Georgia. So the second point is why I choose to show up anyway, even during the messy times, the ugly times. Of course it's for my kids, but it's also for myself. I don't have the luxury of saying, hey, can you keep my kids for a few days while I cry? You know, I just don't have that luxury. My mom is in a nursing home with severe dementia. I just don't have that luxury. And so of course I should have to show up anyway and smile and play with them and go shopping with them, but not only for them but for myself, because I know that this isn't the only thing that God has for me. This isn't it for me. Chapter 2, part 2 is going to be bigger and better. Have me and my husband had some amazing times together? Yes. Do I think that's going to end for me because he ain't in the picture no more? Absolutely not. So, still showing up for myself, because, girl, how you going to let a man this be it for you? You can't. You can't. And if anybody out there is going through that or feels like that, and not even so much just the loss of a marriage or a relationship, but also like just loss in general. Sometimes we have to grieve, but we have to move on. Life is for the living. And so as long as I'm still alive, there is more in store. There's bigger and better. And I know this isn't it for me. At 43 years old, it can't be it for me. I still got a lot of life to live. And someone said to me one day that they think that this is it for them. Like this is the end of their story. Like not the end of their life, but like this is what God has for them. And I just don't feel that way. I feel I got a deep gut feeling that there's more, there's bigger, there's better. God always wants to take us. It said, the Bible said he will take you from glory to glory. For me, that means higher and higher. And that gets me excited because I have had some really good times in my life. So to go higher from that, oh, she's ready. She's ready. And I ain't gonna let nothing or nobody stop me from that. So for my kids and for myself, I have to show up anyway, whether I am having a good day or not. You know what I mean? So showing up just means you continuing on with your life. It's okay to cry for a little bit, but you gotta pick yourself up and everything will work itself out. Because actually hiding doesn't take the pain away. Hiding doesn't take the pain away. You're gonna be hurt whether you go for coffee or not. You know what I mean? So why not just go for the coffee, right? And everybody handles grief differently, but I'm just saying, for me, it's diving into those moments where I can find a little bit of joy, whether it's a cute coffee shop, whether it's going to TJ Maxx, taking the kids to the park, hanging out with friends, going for a drink. I've been doing all of that, and it has all helped me, and I'm so grateful for my village, because even though I said I don't have the privilege of saying, can you take my kids for a couple of days while I grieve, what I do have is my family and friends are gonna answer the phone for me every time I need a vent. They're gonna go in and make sure I have a good little drink and a night out on the town every time. They're gonna call and check up on me and make sure I'm good. They're gonna encourage me. So I am grateful for that. It's the little things during this time that makes me continue to show up. I remember going through a phase in this process of healing where I didn't call my sister for a week. Only a week. It wasn't nothing dramatic, like months, a week. And she called me and she was like, why haven't I heard from you this week? And I was really just going through it. And like I said, it's the little things that keep me going, because that made me feel like someone cared. You know what I mean? So even if you're not going through this or haven't ever gone through this, if you know somebody who is, just pick up the phone and let them vent to you for a good 30 minutes. Let them vent to you for a good 30 minutes. Or you pick up the phone and call your best friend. A lot of people hide what they're going through out of embarrassment. Don't do that. Yeah, don't do that. Lean on your village during this time. Or be the village, whichever one. Whichever space God has you in at this moment. Okay, so point number 3, and how I'm healing is still showing up. So point number 3 would be how I stay grounded from day to day. Staying grounded from day to day kind of goes back into what I was saying about showing up for myself by doing, you know, the simple things that make you happy. I forgot how good this thing works. I haven't used this in a while. I haven't straightened my hair in a while. By doing the simple things that make you, feel good. Skincare routine. I have been big in skincare routine, even though I got this big old pimple. This pimple is annoying. But skincare routine, coffee shops has been my therapy. Like I said that in one of my vlogs, it truly is one of my happy places, zenful places. Journaling, reading again, and just, even though I can't truly prepare or plan for what's next, but kind of just, even though I can't plan out what's next for me, I can start to do the little things that prepare me, and that makes me feel better somehow about, you know, what's going on. But just silence in the morning can do so much. Silence, waking up before the kids and just having my time to myself, even if it's for 30 minutes to an hour before they wake up, has really been a game changer for me, because normally I let him wake me up, my baby. And so I wake up and hit the ground running. Literally wake up and hit the ground running when he wakes me up. But if I wake myself up before him, set an alarm to kind of get up an hour or so before he usually gets up, yeah, that has, I got something in my eye. That has truly made my days a little bit easier, if that even makes sense. But it has. It makes the day kind of, it's kind of preface to the start of your day. Yeah. Get them edges. Having natural hair is not for the weak. That's how one of the ways I stay grounded. Therapy. I had been to therapy before, and it's only been like couples therapy. So this is the first time I've been in therapy myself. And at first I was like, I know I need therapy, but the first time I had it, I was kind of unsure about it. But what I realized is what she did the first session is just let me talk and let me vent. And I kind of needed it. And then we started getting into some of the deep root causes of how I'm feeling, why I'm feeling this way. So if I'm not in therapy and I'm really feeling bad, a lot of times I just put on some gospel music, or one of my favorite things right now is this Walk by Faith podcast by this girl named LaShawn Michelle. It really speaks to me. It's for women, and it talks about a lot about having faith. It talks a lot about yeah, you just have to check it out. But podcasts, gospel music, devotion. When they were still in school, I would get my devotion time was on the way to pick them up from school every day. And I would just play my devotional music, gospel music, and sometimes I would just praise God, sometimes I would just cry, but it just always felt good. And that helps throughout the day, especially when on the days that you're struggling. But even when on your good days, it's just good to be in the Word and be in Christ during good times and the bad times. You have to be intentional about choosing joy. That is just it's just so important, because you can choose to stay down and cry every day during this process, or you can choose to be happy, or at least try, that intentional like effort to be happy and and choose joy even during the times where you just don't want to. So I think choosing joy and choosing to be happy during this time really, really, really speaks volume into what you're going through. I love me some good old red wine. Okay, point number 4. Letting go of the pressure to heal quickly. That goes back to just what I was saying about being intentional and choosing joy. Letting go of that pressure and deciding in your mind that I don't want to be like this forever. I trust that God has something important for me and more in store for me, that I choose to let this go and I choose healing. There's no timeline or no lineage that you should follow Allow yourself to feel what you're gonna feel, but know that you have to get up at some point. We were in a 12-year relationship, a 7-year marriage, 7.5-year marriage at this point. And I only allowed myself initially, I only allowed myself a month. The month of April was the time that I told y'all I could not even get up off the floor. I cried so hard most nights. I would just lay, because I would like get out of the bed because my son is sleeping next to me and I didn't want him to hear me sobbing or wake him up. So I would lay in the floor and just cry. Just cry. And I said, you know what? After March 1st, I will not be doing this again. I can't. Now, have I been sad and hard days and all of that? Yes. But laying on that floor crying like that and being hurt like that, I intentionally said, I will not do that anymore. And I haven't. Because, one, I got daughters and I can't let them see me like that. But two, it just wasn't a good feeling. Let's just be honest. It was not a good feeling. And I didn't want to feel like that anymore. I just felt like I was giving him way too much power by doing that. Way too much power. Power he did not deserve. Does not deserve. And am I still working on not giving him that power? Yes. And so I'm still working on myself. And I'm still working on choosing to heal. But it comes in stages. And a part of me choosing to heal is being soft again. I hear a lot of people starting to say soft girl era and soft this and soft that. And while it's trendy to say, it resonates so much with me, because as weird as it sounds, during my marriage, he was such from my experience, he acted so much like a child, to where I couldn't be soft anymore. I felt like I had to be strong, the leader of the house. It was simple things like he stayed up late at night and I go to bed early, so just lock up the house. You know, that's part of being a protector, a man, you know. I would have to get up out my sleep, and as many times as I asked him to just lock up the house, it sounds so simple, but he wouldn't do it. And so I felt like I had to be too hard within my relationship. I couldn't be soft. I couldn't be. Being able to do that again is really important for me. Even down to just getting my hair done again and my nails done again and being soft, being dainty, I'm from the South. I'm a Georgia girl at heart. Like, I'm born and raised here. I just want to be dainty. I want to be soft. I want to be cute again. Okay, I'm almost done with my hair and haven't gotten through all my points yet, but let's continue. So that was point 4, letting go of the pressure to heal quick. Point number 5, and how I'm healing and still showing up, is that for me, encouraging other people is healing for me as well. So this, even though I ain't no big YouTuber yet, but the 50 people that will watch this, I hope to have touched somebody by sharing my story and inspire somebody by sharing my story. So encouraging other people helps me heal as well. I had someone reach out to me that she was going through the same thing, and my advice was, like, she was trying to decide whether or not she was going to file. And my advice was, you know, during the healing process, I'm so mad at men. I hate men. But I also want to be encouraging to other women, and I don't want to project. So my advice was, let God lead you. If you pray about it, you sit in it, and you wait for God to lead you. Don't make any rational decisions. I prayed about it for a long time. And I also prayed for signs, and God would keep giving me over and over the same sign. And so just because that was my journey doesn't mean it's everybody's journey. Like, maybe it's you need counseling, maybe it's you just need a break, a vacation, whatever it is. Pray about it and let God lead you, and don't make any rational decisions, because even though I'm going through a divorce, I really believe in the sanctity of marriage. That's why I don't understand women that date married men, but that's another whole story. That is another whole story. We ain't going there today. But I do respect and cherish the sanctity of marriage, even though it didn't work out for me. I know one day I'll have that everlasting, real love. I do think that. So those are my 5 points. I hope to inspire someone. I'm not finished with my hair yet. I'm going to use my satin rollers to roll it, and then let me run and grab my rollers. Okay, I wish I had just some regular satin rollers, but I have this one, and I don't even know if I know how to use this. Do I? Oh, I don't know what the little end thingies are. Okay, so I've only used this thing once, and we're gonna try to use this. I think the first time I used it, it worked pretty well. Am I doing this right? I think the first time I used it, I put like setting lotion on it or something. But I don't have any. We don't see. Put the little satin scrunchie at the end. Oh, and the last time I also curled my ends, but okay, y'all, don't forget to like and subscribe. Hit the notification bell, because we have a lot more content of healing, of starting over, of picking up the pieces. We will be starting our home search series real soon. Like I said, I don't know what's going to happen, but we just want to not prepared. So we're going to just look at what some of our options are out there and pray for the best. So like I said, she's on the road to 500 subscribers. I'm at 428 as of today, and I am so thankful. Thank you guys, and I will see you in the next vlog. Don't forget to take care of yourself. It's so important to take care of yourself, because if you don't, no one else will. Bye.